Okay. Okay, let's begin the Dhamma discussion and homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, worthy one and fully enlightened one. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, what we are learning these days, Samannaphala Sutta. This sutta comes from the Digha Nikaya long discourses of the Buddhas. There are 34 very, very long discourses, Buddha's teaching. This is the second sutta in the Digha Nikaya called Samannaphala Sutta, benefits of the ascetics, benefits being monastics. And this sutta was, this is the answer of the Buddha to the questions of the Ajatasattu, the king Ajatasattu. This is the very turning point of the Ajatasattu to being a Buddhist, a follower. I explained his story. Some of you wasn't here, and he is the killer of his own father. So after killing his father, and he has the regret about it, so he tried to find the way to release his pain, and he went to many teachers and asked different questions, but he wasn't happy about any answers of the teachers, and that answers couldn't make him comfortable. So one of the beautiful night, and he asked his ministers, where we are going today to talk with some spiritual one and discuss some spiritual things. And his ministers recommend many teachers, and then his royal doctor, Jivaka, is the royal doctor. That Jivaka is the doctor to help and medicate to the king and to the royals and to the Buddha and his disciples. So that Jivaka recommend King Ajatasattu good to see Buddha. And in these days, Buddha is living his mango park. Then Ajatasattu decided to go to see Buddha. And I think 1,250 monks living in that mango park, but the king was very surprised when he going into that park at that night, because it's very quiet. Very quiet. Then the king was confused, and he asked, are you going to hand me to my enemies? You said more than 1,000 monks here. Why not any even clearing thoughts? Why so quiet? I can't believe it. And he said, yes, Buddhists love to silence, and his disciples love to silence. Just go, look at that night, right? Look at that, that's the lighting. Buddha's living there, let's go. And then Buddha went there and bowed to the Buddha. And what he mentioned, And he mentioned, dear Venerable Sir, I love to my son to be like your disciple. And Buddha asked, oh, your mind ran back to your lover, huh? And then Buddha asked him, and your mind, you came to see me, but your mind ran back to a person you loved most. Because I think his son is naughty, I think. His son is naughty. The monks here is so quiet, so silent, so peaceful. But my son, not like that. I want my son to be like this. So after that discussion, and then the king said, dear sir, I want to ask you a question. If you let me ask. Buddha said, yes. And then he asked questions. What's the questions? And he mentioned, my soldiers, who is ride the horses, elephants, and going to war and fight, and even the farmers and sellers, buyers, then all people keep doing some kind of jobs and make money, and then feed their families, and they enjoy their lives, and also support to the monastics generously, and support for the religious purposes. So they enjoy their life. They have a meaning of their living and working. Whatever they do, you're doing a job, right? You have a purpose of it, and you make money and take care of your family and help in support even to the monks. So, and then the king asked, what about your disciples? They have gone forth. They are very quiet, silent, living here. What's the benefits of this going forth? And Buddha asked him, do you have asked this question any other leaders? And he said yes. And he mentioned many religious leaders. And all religious leaders explained him something related to something about fatalism, and related to some kind of teaching about related to eternalism, and then there's some kind of teaching related to agnosticism, expecting doubting about everything, not clear understanding, agnosticism. So about many teachings related to many kind of ideas, but that answers couldn't make the king happy. Then king asked the same question the Buddha, and Buddha answers to him, yes, I can tell you the benefits of going forth. And Buddha, the last few weeks we learned, I think, 3 benefits, the first 3 benefits. I'm going to explain them very briefly, okay? Anyone remember the first benefits of being ascetic? Ascetic.
About respect, getting respect.
Getting respect, yes. Then the Buddha mentioned, king, suppose to one of your worker, in the royal worker who is working in the palace, he waking up before you and keep working and giving you very big smile always when you see, and he going to sleep after you and taking care everything in the palace. One day he will think, my king is very lucky one, he has a very luxurious life, not like me. Everyone respect, and he has everything. Why I not like that? Because I don't have merits. I should go forth. And he leave the home and become homeless and become ascetic. Then he become ascetics. Then after being ascetics, and he so Kayena Sanguto Viharati. After being ascetics, a religious one, now he is restraining from all bodily activities. Means, and he makes sure to do all good active, to be very aware not to do anything bad using by his body. Not to kill, not to steal, not misconduct, and he guard his body as better way, restraining his kayena sanguto viharati. He be very careful not to do anything bad and wrong. Vachaya sanguto viharati. When he talk, and he be very mindful not to lie, not to slanders, not to speak a divisive speech, and not to gossips. And he guard his guard his words and protect his words, not to make any wrong by his words. Manasa sanguto viharati, and he protect his mind as being a monastic. And he not like a lay person, he is very care about his bodily, verbally, and mentally activities. And God protect and lead in better way. Not only that, and Buddha mentioned he now satisfy and content what he have to eat and what he have to wear. He is very content with that. He is not seeking anything else. He is very satisfied whatever he have to eat and to wear. And then he loved to be secluded. He's not going to hang out with many people, and he's allowed to be alone to meditate and to practice and focus with this practice. Then that person, after being a monastic, and he keep practicing that way, then the one of servant of the king tell to the king, one of your worker has gone forth, and he was caring about you and took care of everything in the palace, and woke up before you and went to sleep after you, and give you always big smile. So now he has gone forth. Do you want him to come back and keep doing what he was keep doing? And then king said, no. He is a monastic, a spiritual one. So now I'm respect to him. Whenever, now I serve to him. If he come to palace and king go first and welcome him and keep bowing to him and respect him. What happened before? Before he keep respecting king and welcome king and support king. But now he is a monastic one, ascetic, religious one, spiritual one. He is guarding his bodily activities, verbal activities and mental activities, and he is satisfied whatever he got to wear, whatever he got to eat, and is allowed to be alone. Then king respect him, welcome him, take care of him, feed him, you see. And Buddha said this is the first benefits of going forth. Is that clear? And Buddha asked that, is that clear, king? King said, yes, Bhante, it's very, very clear. That's good. And then he asked the second benefit. Then king asked, can you explain another benefits of going forth? Buddha said, yes. What's the second benefits? And then the person living in the country like you, the Buddha said, king supposed to the citizens of your country who keep working, farming, carpentering, whatever jobs doing, and he keep paying taxes to you. You pay taxes, right? A lot. So lot taxes. Everybody make money and pay to the pay to the king. Who's the king? Donald Trump? He's the king right now. But you paying taxes to the New York City. So everybody, 30-40% more.
New York State,
Depends on the state.
about 10%.
10%? Mm-hmm. That's not bad.
But then there's property taxes, and there's taxes on everything you buy,
And federal tax.
and federal taxes.
So yeah, probably about 40% when you add it all up.
Yes, when you
Then that's how king become rich, and then the collect many taxes, and there's collecting of those taxes he keeps supporting and developing the country. And then the Buddha said, king, suppose one of your worker and tell you, one of your tax payer, he pay a lot of tax. I think he's a rich person, millionaire or billionaire, and then he think, I should go forth and leave the home, become homeless, and become a monastic ascetic. Now he doesn't make money, no paying any more taxes. Then Buddha asked, king, what do you think? Then you think when you see that monastic, or you make an order, send an order to him, no, you're not supposed to be a monastic. You have to come back and keep doing what you were keep doing, and keep paying me taxes. Then Buddha asked, king, do you do that? King said, no, I can't do that. He's a monastic, ascetic. So, if he come to my kingdom, I got all the responsibility to take care of him. I make the protection. I prepare him to stay and keep share. Now I paying tax to him. That's what that mean, right? The king use all taxes to support that religious person. And Buddha said this is the second benefits of going forth. Is that clear to you, king? King said, yes, it is very, very clear to me. I understand that. And then the king asked, can you, Bhante, explain me a little sweetest fine benefits than this? Sweet and fine benefits than this. This is not simply going forth, who is going forth, and also physically, verbally, and mentally behave very well. Guarding, protecting his not to do anything mistake, and behave very well for benefits himself, for benefits others. And he is satisfied whatever he has, whatever robe, whatever food he get, and he's satisfied. And he love to be alone and to be secluded and keep practicing spirituality. That type of monk. Then come to king. King respect him. And in the third time, and Buddha, king asked to explain a little bit sweet and fine and excellent benefits. And Buddha explained with so much details. The last week I explained that with all the details. But I'm not going to explain this whole thing, but I'm going to give you a brief because you wasn't here last week. And then someone going forth. And Buddha explaining in this sutta, he's practicing Chula Sila, a little precepts. Majjhima Sila, a middle length precepts. And Mahasila, a great precepts. Now he's practicing all 5 precepts, 5 precepts. And then even going to a deep of that practice of the precepts. And you gotta read that, so this sutta, okay? Did you get the link of the sutta? You got that? Michelle, you
Is
get?
it the same from last week, the same link?
Yes, same link.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, Rita left already?
yeah, I'll tell Rita.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
not on the link yet, but I'm gonna get it.
Okay.
Mine.
So if you're not receiving the email, you should give the email. Then Marco will send the link. Then you got to read it. It's a very great details in this sutta about these things. So he's not only killing, and he also practicing compassion towards to all sentient beings. And he very care not to hold any weapons, any sticks to harm to anyone. His hand is free from blood. It's very clean. That means it's not harm or hurt anyone. He is practicing not to kill and also developing his mind to become kind to all sentient beings. And one by one, and Buddha explained in this sutta, and we learned last week. And then not only that, after practicing those all kind of 3 different sila, little, middle, and great silas, and then he start to practice to protect his faculties, sense faculties. There are 5 sense faculties, right? What are they?
Smell.
Eye, yes, no, ears, nose, tongue, and body. Whatever he see through his eyes, this meditator, and he be very careful not to get anything beautiful, fine, nice, and he be very careful not to attach by taking whole thing, whatever he see, or part of that, the physical thing he see. And Buddha explained, Chakkuna rupang diswa na nimittag gahi, na nubyanjanag gahi. After having seen a form, and he not take whole picture is so pretty, beauty, and nice, and if someone get in that way and he attached to it, or even a part of that, hair is beautiful, nose is beautiful, face is beautiful, and he get parts of that figure and get attached to it. The meditator, when he sees something and he's not getting anything in that way to attach to it, or even anything wrong or bad, and not get anything in wrong way or in bad way to hate to it. He just seen and just seen. So he's very protecting his faculty, eye faculty. And then the same way in the ear faculty, whatever he hear, and if it is pleasant, the sound is pleasant, and he not attached to it. Even the sound is unpleasant, and he not hate to it. And he guarding, protecting his faculties and knows whatever smell, whatever he taste, and whatever he touch, and he not, if it is pleasant, not attach, if it is unpleasant, not hate, and he's guarding and protecting his faculties. Not only that, and he also practicing sati sampajanya. Sati sampajanya is situational awareness. Situational awareness. What does that mean? Gate, Tite, Nisinne, Sutte, Jagarite, Sampajanakari hoti. When he going forward and he know I'm going forward. When he coming backward and he know I'm going backward. When he looking ahead and he know I'm looking ahead. Very mindful. When he looking aside and he knows he's looking aside. When he bending hands and legs, and he know I'm bending my limbs. And when he is spreading out his hands and legs, and he know I'm spreading my hands and my leg, he's very mindful at the moment, sati sampajanya, situational awareness. Not only that, when he chewing, when he eating, when he drinking, when he tasting, even urinating and defecating, whatever he does, and he is very mindful at that moment. He's practicing a situational awareness, being mindful at the moment. Now he's going deep, right? And he started from the little precepts. Now he's going deep. And then not only that, and Buddha explaining, and he is practicing santutti. Santutti is contentment. He become content what he got, what he has, and he become content with that. And Buddha explained like a bird. Bird leave in the morning to find some food, and he eat whatever he find, he eat, he come back. Right? He is free. He is not bring anything back. He is not thinking about tomorrow. He is free. What the heaviness the bird has? Only his wings. Wherever bird goes, and he goes with his wings, right? That's all. But what about the people? When you go, we have a backpack, handbag, in the pocket have a purse or wallet.
Cell phone.
Cell phone. That's right. Cell phone. We walk with this whole thing. If you forget one thing, what about that? What about the wherever you go? Remind. You went to a restaurant. You forget wallet. It's a big problem. Anxiety, stress.
Yep.
You can't forget your jacket either, right? If you even forget your earrings or necklace or bracelet, oh, I could have it. It's looking good, but I forget it. You see, it's a lot of stress, right? So, and then you think, which one I'm going to, this one or to that one? What is better? You see, a lot of things. Whatever you went yesterday, you don't want to go today. You want to go to something else. And you even think about tomorrow. You worry about tomorrow. You worry about day after tomorrow. You worry about next week, next month. You're thinking about tomorrow, thinking about next week, thinking about next month, next year. You're planning about it. A lot of things going on. But the bird, he is very free. Leave the nest in the morning, and whatever he got, and he get it, and he come back, he's free. He's happy. And Buddha said to the king, monastic, that ascetics, only he has his outer robe and his bowl. That's what he only has. Wherever he goes, he go with his robes and with his bowl. He not expect anything, not hope anything, not plan anything. He's free, like a bird. So whatever he got, and he is very satisfied and very content. He's very content whatever he has. And he practicing this contentment. Not only that, and then Buddha explaining, now he allowed to be very secluded. So now he sitting down and keep meditating and developing mindfulness, awareness, focus. So now he going a deep and deep of his meditation practice and keep developing mindfulness. And in this case, and he reduced 5 hindrances, pancha nivarana, 5 hindrances. Do you remember 5 hindrances? Pancha nivarana. What is cover awakening, cover enlightenment, cover nibbana, hide nibbana, hide enlightenment from you. 5 things called pancha nivarana, 5 hindrances. Now he reducing those things. What are those pancha nivarana? First one called kama chanda, desire to sensual pleasures. Craving for sensual pleasures. That's what we have. We have a great craving for the sensual pleasures. We're always looking for enjoyment through the senses. Right? That's what you live for. You live to find a pleasure through your senses. But the meditator and meditating to reduce that craving for the sensual pleasures. And then to reduce the ill will, anger or hate, called vyapada. What's that called? Kind of a hate.
Resentment?
Not resentment. It's the malevolence.
Malevolence.
Malevolence. And he reducing his malevolence. Vyapada. And that's we not hesitate to hate to someone or to against to someone and keep developing that hateful thoughts. We're not hesitating to do that. But the meditate is practicing to reduce malevolence and hate and ill will. In the third, and he reducing sloth and torpor, laziness of his body and of his mind. The laziness of the body and the mind, called tina midda. But the meditator, but while he was very silent, quiet and sitting, not moving, and someone could say, he's very lazy. Do you think he's lazy? His mind is very active, his body is very active. He's not lazy. But people keep working and very, very lazy, mentally lazy and physically lazy. But the meditator is not like that. It's very fine, very keen, very sharp. That's the benefits of meditation. And then the fourthly called uddacha kukkucha, restlessness and remorse. When the wind stir or make the dust come up and dust all over the air, everything become unclear, right? Like water when we keep stir, all muddy things come up and not clear. Mind, uddacha kukkucha is something like that. Mind is restless, not rest enough, not relaxed. So many things going on in the mind. Anything not clear because so many things going on. Like when we start to meditate. Become very restless, confused. Remorse. And then the fifth, vichikicha, doubt. Doubt purpose of his life. Doubt of his practice, development, spirituality. People living with doubt, but the meditate is reducing the doubt of his practice and of his life, purpose and spirituality. So Buddha gave 5 similes to understand this. These 5 things hide Nibbana, enlightenment, awakening from you. That's why it is called Pancha Nivarana, 5 hindrances. What are those 5? Craving for sense of pleasure, malevolence, and laziness, and then the restlessness and doubt. These 5 things cover your spiritual development. Meditator reducing those kind of things. And Buddha gave a simile to understand this. King, imagine a person who has lended money and keep business. Now he make money, get a lot of the fruits or benefits of his business or working or farming, whatever he keep doing. Now he already made more money. Now he pay back his lending. Now it still remains some money. Now he's very, very happy. He has enough money to survive and to take care of his family. And he already settled down his burrows. But after lending money, he keep doing business. What about his situation? Oh, I have to pay back. I have to pay back. I have to pay back. I have to make this success, make this progress. I have to make money. If not, I'm going to, how they call, lending. I already lending, own to someone, right? I owe something to someone. So, craving for sense of pleasure is something you lending something from someone. This is the meaning of this simile. You understand that?
A debt.
That.
You borrow something from
That you
someone.
borrow.
Borrow
money.
or debt to someone.
Yeah.
Something. Craving for sense of pleasure is debt to someone or borrowing something. For example, you looking for happiness having seen someone. It's kind of debt. It's kind of borrowing.
You have to pay back.
You have to pay back. It look like it's not belong to you. The desire for sense of pleasure is not yours. It is something you debt or borrow something from someone. That Buddha has given in this having explained in this way, this karma chand is something like debt.
You mean it's dependent on someone?
Depending, yeah, the craving for sense of pleasure, what are the craving for sense of pleasure? Seeking pleasure through the eyes, through the ears, through the nose, through the tongue, through the body. So desiring for that is something, or lending or debt to someone.
You have to
Borrowing something, because it's not yours.
You have to pay back. at
You
some
have to
point.
pay back.
To pay back. No.
That simile makes sense? Yeah. The second simile, and Buddha gave then Buddha said, when someone, after lending money and make business and he make money and pay back, now he free. The meditate is something like that, and he meditated, developed mindfulness and reduced desire for sense of pleasures. Now he's not that anymore. Now he's freed. Now he experienced, I'm freed from desire for the sense of pleasures.
No, he still owes.
No, he's not desiring for the sense of pleasures. He reduced that desire, craving.
I'm a little confused, Bhante, because I believe he still owes because taxes you still have to pay.
Taxes.
So it's still an obligation. He's still in debt.
Meditator doesn't have to pay taxes.
If you're monastic,
He's
you
already
don't pay
freed.
taxes.
He's already freed about that, from that. But the craving for sense of pleasure is something, a debt to someone. But then when he paid back, he is freed. Now he experiences happiness. Then Buddha explained the meditator reducing his craving for sensual pleasure. Now he's experiencing happiness and joy. Kind of happiness of joy, who is freed from the death. And the second simile, I'm Buddha explaining a sick person, ill person. When he is sick, he can eat, can drink, he can walk and sit and lie down because of so many pains, because he's sick, terribly sick. Now he has to take medicine and take a certain type of food and drinks and not feel comfortable. But that sick person and recover. After recovering, after fully recovering, how he feels? Wow, I feel so good, so comfortable. I can eat whatever I want. I can drink whatever I want. I can walk, sit, run or lie down very comfortably. Now he feels kind of happiness and joy, right? After being recovered. Malevolence is kind of illness, and it keeps you sick. When you hate, when you anger, it makes you uncomfortable, right? No matter you are healthy, no matter you are rich, no matter you whatever your position is, but if you start to hate, and it's kind of like an illness, and it makes you sick. So, but the person who recovered fully from the illness, and he feels he's so comfortable and happy, the meditator, after reducing that illness, hate, malevolence, and he feels so joy and happiness, kind of extraordinary, right? He not hate anymore. He's suppressed. In this case, he doesn't feel I have a hate or not, because it's already subdued, suppressed, subdued, yeah. Yeah. So in the third simile of the Buddha gave a king. Suppose a person you put in a jail, who is in a jail. Now he's in a jail. How he feel? He can walk wherever he want. He can see whoever want to see. He is in a certain room covered by the walls. He only see the walls. He lie down between those old walls, walking by those walls, sitting by those walls, only the walls. He is in the prison. So, and sloth and torpor, laziness of your body and mind, is something who is in prison. Right? That laziness not let you to do anything. That laziness of your mind not let you to practice meditation and spirituality. You're good. That's why you are in online and in person to meditate. You see, you're not lazy, you're good. In this hour, 2 hours, you spend to practice and learn something. You are very enthusiastic. That's good. So the laziness, he is someone in a prison. He's not able to do anything. And Buddha said, someone get free from the prison. Now he can go wherever he want. He can see whoever he want to see. Now he experiencing so much joy and happiness. The meditator reducing and subduing the laziness of body and mind, and he made his mind and body sharp and keen and very active. Then meditator feels so much joy and happiness by reducing laziness of body and mind. You see, the Buddha similes is very much, right? It's very, very much. And in the fourth, Buddha gave another simile. what's the restlessness and remorse, right? Someone owing to someone, a person not freed, like a slaver, and then he have to walk according to his owner. Whatever his owner asks, he have to do. He can't go wherever he wants. He doesn't have freedom, right? He's a slave, owing to someone and behave according to that person. But he get freedom. What about now? How he feels after get freedom? Joy and happiness. Oh, I'm free person now. I'm good. So, who is restless and remorse is something who is owing to someone. And after freed from that nature, now he feel, because the restlessness and remorse is something like in owing to someone, not free will, who has no free will. Slavery. So, you see, always when the owner asks him to do this and to do that, he have to keep doing it, keep doing that, keep doing it. No rest. He keep working and working and working. No rest. And also he has regret or doubt, kind of remorse, because he's not free will, and he keep working so much and no rest in slavery. And that hindrance, uddacha kukkucha, restlessness and remorse is something like that, being a slave to someone. But the meditator reduced that uddacha kukkucha, restlessness and remorse, he reducing them, suppressing. Now his mind experiencing rest, relaxation, calmness, right? Peacefulness. Then he experiencing joy and happiness, right? The person who has free from the slavery and then meditator after reducing and suppressing restlessness and remorse, and he feel the joy and happiness. And fifth, and Buddha gave a simile, a rich person, very, very rich person, got to cross a desert. You know, desert is a very, very dangerous place. And in those days, and people used to cross the desert, used to camels and carts, right? Nowadays you can use a car. Actually, nowadays you don't even have a car. You can get an airplane and helicopter to cross the desert. But those days, no those things. And people used to camel or carts. But the rich person, while he crossing the desert, he has a uncertainty. Who met in the desert? Because in the desert there are some people staying until people come and they kill them and take whatever they have. Thieves, robbers. And they stay on the desert and keep robbing them, right? So, no matter even a rich person, he has a doubt, whoever I meet, whoever attacked me, whoever robbed me, whoever hurt me, no matter how rich he is, but he has to cross the desert by a camel or cart. He always can get caught by some people, robbers, bandits, right? Bandits. But finally, he crossed the desert and he come to a village. Nice people. And all the villagers asking, how did you cross the desert? Everything was okay, and do you thirsty, you hungry? And keep him helping and supporting. He is a rich person, right? He has some money he got. Now he already crossed the desert, now he's safe. How he feel? Oh, I crossed that. I have my money now, I'm safe, then I can spend my life. Now he feel happy and joy. A person who is doubt, who has vichikiccha, doubt, uncertainty. No matter how he live, how he practice, he has always doubt. He's not free from the doubt. He already caught by the doubt. But the meditator, reducing that doubt about his spirituality, about his practice, about the purpose of life, everything become clear to him. He know purpose, what's the purpose of life, why he living for, what he living for. And he practicing meditation. Now everything become clear to him. Now he know his practice brings him to where, and he know his goal, his achievement. Now no more doubt. He's free from that doubt, and he's got a more clear, more understanding. Now he keep practicing even more better than before, right? Reducing vichikiccha, doubt. A person who has crossed the desert and come to safe village, and Buddha gave this all similes to understand these 5 hindrances, and he reducing those 5 hindrances. Now, Buddha explaining in this sutta. Let me see. Now he reducing all desire, craving for sense of pleasure, malevolence, hate, ill will, and the laziness of body and mind, and restlessness and remorse and doubt, and reducing 5 hindrances. Now his mind is so much calm and relaxed and quiet, is very mindful. Now he feel mind is hanging, being alone and being seclusion, and he satisfied whatever he has, whatever he got to wear, to eat, and no more heaviness of his life, and he was so much relaxed. And then he experiencing a joy and happiness by being released from that hindrances. And Buddha said, because he don't have a strong desire, craving, hate, he's kind of a developer, meditator. So Buddha said, his mind, Buddha said, now his seclusion from this all attachment and hate. And Buddha said, Chittang pamojo jayati. Delightness arises in his mind. Pamojang piti jayati. Kind of that delightness and brings joy to him. Piti manas kayo pasambhati. When he joyful and his physically becomes so relaxed. That pasadda kayo, that relaxed body bring him to a concentration. Now he feels joy and happiness. And Buddha said, King, this is the sweeter and finer benefits of being gone forth. It's better than 2 before, right? Kind of deep. And king was very, very happy. This is the turning point of the king become a Buddhist follower. He is a killer of his father, right? He's very aggressive person those days before. Oh, it's the 12:10 now. Actually, this is the last, 3 weeks we learned so far. I keep doing the same thing today because you knew for this today. And even a fine and deep and nice, excellent benefits we can learn next week if you come and stay. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes, 9 now. So then the Buddha explained in King the very excellent and sweetest of finest of benefits of that being a monastic and ascetics and practicing meditation. And it brings to jhana one by one and one by one, and Buddha explaining each experience of those jhana with the similes, like this, a very wonderful similes. And we got to learn next week. Okay? Do you have any question before we end up the session? Yeah.
What was the name of the king again?
Ajatasattu.
Ajatasattu.
Ajatasattu in Pali, yeah, Ajatasattu in Pali, in Sanskrit called Ajatasastru. The meaning of that Ajatasattu is unborn enemy. I explained last week how he got that name.
Did he kill his father?
Before, yeah, when his mother pregnant, the mother wanted to drink her husband's blood. And then the king cut this part called? Shoulder. And he cut the shoulder with knife and let her wife to drink the blood. Then the mother said, before you born, you suck in your father's blood. You are unborn enemy of his. That's what he got that name, Ajatasattu. But he born, father loved him so much. And there is a story about the father's love towards him. Very deep love. So, but finally he got a bad friends to associate. Devadatta, a Buddha's cousin, who tried to kill the Buddha. And he is a good friend of the Ajatasattu. Both are very good friends. Ajatasattu killed his father to become Buddha. Devadatta tried to kill Buddha to become Buddha. So, that's the meaning of the Ajatasattu's name. So, okay, but he was a good supporter of the Buddha, this Ajatasattu. Become a good Buddhist, very good Buddhist, and supported Buddha a lot, even after Buddha's passing away, and he helped monastics to get together and recite collect the Buddha's teaching. That's how we have this Tripitaka. And he supported to that Sanghayana called First Buddhist Council. Okay, if no have any questions, then we transfer merits to the departed ones, to the deities. We share the merits with deities and departed ones, with all sentient beings. May they all share these merits. Having shared these merits, may they all have a happy, good destination. By the blessings of the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha be with you. These all blessings of the triple gems and keep you happy, safe, and healthy. By meditating and listening, learning Dhamma, by this all merits keep you happy, healthy, and safe, and keep you away from afflictions, and may be able to develop spirituality and able to achieve the enlightenment. Akasattha Jabummattha Deva Naga Mahiddhika Punyantang Anumoditva Chirang Rakkantu Sasanang Chirang Rakkantu Desanang Chirang Rakkantu Mang Parang Sabbhitiyo Vivajjantu Sabbarogo Vinasatu Mate Bhavatvantarayo Sukhi Digayuko Bhavatu Sabba Mangalang Rakhantu Sabba Devata Sabba Buddhanubhavena Sabba Dhammanubhavena Sabba Sanghanubhavena Sada Sutti Bhavantu Te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for coming, and see you next week. Thank you.
There's a similar story.
Bye-bye, Mary.
Thank you.
Thank you, Marco. Teruan Sarnay Nona. Thank you.
Mate,
Yeah.
next week, you say we will continue to study advantages and benefits to be monastic.
Yes.
Could you tell us next week about disadvantages to be monastic? Because I've read requirements to be a monk in Thich Nhat Hanh Monastery in San Diego, and I was very impressed how high requirements and how many restrictions. Like first 2 years you cannot go on vacation or this kind of stuff. In modern monastic life, would you just explain us your experience? Different monasteries, different skills, schools.
Yeah, I don't know what's the tradition is that. This the same like me or Theravada tradition monastery?
Theravada tradition. I know a little bit about Zen Buddhism, Vietnamese, Thich Nhat Hanh school, and there is monastery, 40 monks, nuns, and brothers and sisters, they call themselves. Just curiosity. And I will tell you about requirements to be a monk in their tradition, because I've read it. It's very interesting and very high.